Yo guys, Haku here, and this is Tower of God, the 10 Great Families Explained, Part 3. And in this part, we're going to be talking about the three families that we know the least about, which are the Eurasia, the Ari, and the Tu Perie families. Well, the three that we know the least about, except for the 10th family that we don't even know the name of yet, which I'm assuming that SIU withheld that information from us for an important reason that's going to come up in the plot eventually. So first up is the Eurasia family. They got the most famous for producing the most powerful princess, Eurasia and Zahard. And we talked about her last episode, and because of the crimes of Eurasia and Zahard, the family suffered a lot of loss of reputation. After the events of her crimes, the Eurasia family is opposed to the selection of princesses of Zahard, and they have a very, very bad relationship with the Bidao family, and even go so far as to prevent marriage and ban marriage between members of the Eurasia and Bidao families. The Eurasia family has a lot of branches, and they are all very adept at Shinsu control. First up is the head of the Eurasia family, Eurasia Blossom, also known as Flower Shrimp, ranked 13th in the entire tower. Eurasia Blossom is lazy and has the appearance of a child, and she's often criticized by the other families for not taking care of the floors that she governs and really just not taking part in the politics of the tower. Eurasia Blossom uses a type of violent and unpredictable offensive Shinsu control, making her an extremely powerful wave controller, and her power and usage is more natural and just just strong than Po Bidao Gustang of the Bidao family. Being the foremost researcher and one of the best wave controllers when it comes to Shinsu, Po Bidao Gustang was always jealous of Eurasia Blossom because she just sort of had a natural ability to use Shinsu very, very well and very powerfully. She doesn't really know how she uses it, unlike the ones like the Bidao family who study it. She just uses it, and she uses it with great potency. Another member of the Eurasia family is Miss Ice Strawberry, which that isn't her real name. We don't know her real name, but she was a member of Princess Ha Yuri Zahard's team. The last member of the Eurasia family that we know about is Fosenko Lore, or Loro, depending on translation. Lore, of course, is a regular that we've seen since Volume 1, Season 1, whichever you want to call it, and he's currently a part of Ship Li Su's team climbing the tower. They're Bomb's allies, very close friends from the beginning, and he's a character that we have seen a lot of. And his full name is theorized to be Eurasia Fosenka Lore. Also, I personally think that Cherry La, though not confirmed yet, really seems like members of the Eurasia family. She has an appearance similar to Miss Ice Strawberries, and she sleeps a lot, and she's good at controlling Shinsu. So very, very much seems to me like Cherry La is going to end up being a member of the Eurasia family, or at least a branch of it. Next is a family we know pretty much nothing about besides the name, and that's the Ari family. The Ari family is led by Ari Han, who fathered the twins of Ha Yurin. He is also the father of one of the three lords of the tower, and that is Lord Ju Chun. Ju Chun, whose real name is Ari Chun, is one of the three lords of the tower, and he is a progressive lord who lobbies for going up to the next floor, for the kingdom to expand and try to make it to the next floor that they haven't been able to get to yet. He is called Ju Chun, or Alcoholic River, because he loves to drink and his mother was a native of the tower that his father, Han, slept with to father him. It's also said that his mother died in childbirth. Ju-chun, or Ari-chun, is also a rumored drinking buddy of Yurik Mazano. And that's pretty... that little bit that we know of Ju-chun and Han is all we know of the Ari family. We know next to nothing about the family itself, and it's probably the family we know the least about, other than the one that we know nothing about yet, even the name. Lastly for today is the Tu Perie family, and they are the leading family in the art of light bearing. The head of the family, Tu Perie, the most creative name ever, she is one of the most active family heads, and she creates items. She's also known to be the first light bearer in the tower. Tu Perie uses a lighthouse called the Eyes of God, which presumably allows her to see pretty much anything in the tower at any time, because it's stated that the operas can pretty much do this. And getting into the operas are known as the 3 greatest lighthouses in the tower other than the Eyes of God. And they were all 3 created from an incredibly pure suspendium, and they were created by Tu Perie herself. Tu Perie kept one of the 3 operas for herself, even though she doesn't use it. One is owned by Flux, one of the 3 lords of the tower, and one is owned by the Princess of Zahard, Jaina Repelista Zahard. Now, Tu Perie is also likely the strategist for Zahard's team. She was the strategist that helped them get to the top of the tower where they set up the kingdom. And so that's really all we know about the Tu Perie family. Again, not very much. So I hope you guys liked it, covering these 3 families. Next week I'll be covering the remaining 2 families that we haven't discussed yet, which are the Yeon and Hendo families. So anyway, guys, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more Tower of God, more One Piece, more The Walking Dead, an anime review a week, just more fun stuff in general. Subscribe and like if you liked it. Throw your comments down there about what you thought. I guess what you thought about the video, or what you thought about the families. And share if you know anybody else interested in the Tower of God information. And thank you for all of your support. I will see you guys next time.